the papers this morning. On the front page of the Star, it talks about a scam in county payrolls. And incidentally, on the very first day of the devolution conference, and talking about issues to do with public participation, which is key in this conference. Right. Many people have been expressing the need to rein in corruption and to ensure transparency and accountability at the county level. How much of that is going to be part of the discussion during the devolution conference?
I've not seen the papers yet. It's a very early meeting. But I will take everything in the headlines with a pinch of salt, frankly. Because as a country, we tend to scandalize everything. First of all, there are 47 counties. And each of them have their own issues and peculiarities, and they have their challenges. There are the things they do right, there are the things they do wrong, right? It's a bureaucracy, just like the national government. So there are 47 official bureaucracies out there governing governments. That's why our theme at the C.O.G is 48 governments and one nation. This is what it is, Article 6.2 of the Constitution of Kenya, that we are separate and distinct. Now, when we talk of being separate and distinct, it doesn't only speak to the county governments in totality being separate and distinct from the national government. They're also separate and distinct from one another. So when you talk of a payroll scam, you have to tell us which county, how, you know, the auditor picked that, right? What the issues were. So you can just generalize. Okay. So, yeah. And, you know, an audit will bring out something. Whether they are for blue chip companies or for governments. But there's a process in law of closing those audit issues. And then we've got to know in this case in point what the payroll issues were, in which county, what the auditors say, what action will be taken, was there theft or fraud, who is culpable, and then the process of law takes its course.
But now that it's been flagged by the Auditor General, definitely there are questions about management and the standards that are being used from one county to another. We've seen in recent past that there's been an attempt to actually do a standardization of probably the kind of system for revenue collection, for example, that has met a lot of resistance from some counties. And one wonders, should that be the way to go? That from one county to another, systems are standardized so that county 1 and county 2 have the same revenue collection and probably disbursement of funds as well in one system?
Granted, even for functions that are devolved and transferred, the role of standards and policies is still a national government function. So to that extent, yes, there is need to try and have overall standardized policies that work for everyone. But that does not then take away from the distinctiveness of individual counties. Counties are as diverse as they are. You know, we're talking of 47 counties. The issues that Excellency Governor Sakaja deals with in Nairobi are totally different from the issues that I deal with in Wajir County, because the landscape is different, the communication is different, the spatial development is different, the you know, road network is different. So there's the culture of the people is in many ways different. So even within that context of a standardized, you know, policies, we've got to then appreciate that there's, you know, you know, we're distinct in our own ways. Yes, for payroll matters, our payroll is largely handled through the centralized system of the IPPD, which works also for the national government. Having said that, there will be certain peculiar issues that they will deal with, you know, maybe casual labor in certain cases, for cleanups of counties and stuff like that. So, you know, coming to the question of revenue, you see, there's a trade-off between two things, my friend. there's a trade-off between standardized policies and the whole question of clawback, right? Because even when policies are standardized, the implementations of functions that have been devolved and transferred is with the county governments.
Okay.
But you will understand that in our devolution case, which is very unique, by the way, it's unique in the sense that it has created two parallel governments, levels of governments, right, that don't really report to each other, and which both then exercise their sovereignty directly from the people. We've got to ensure that we defend ourselves as counties from clawback.
Okay. You feel that that was an attempt by the national government